In the kitchen this morning, we are focused on Thanksgiving, and every Thanksgiving meal needs a good stuffing recipe.
Chef Becky has one of those recipes, and she's bringing it back to the kitchen this morning.
Every Thanksgiving has to have an awesome stuffing recipe, and today I'm going to show you my famous sausage apple cranberry stuffing, which is a recipe that I made right here on News Source today 11 years ago. And Kelly Warner has asked me to make it for you again today. So we're going to start with whole wheat bread. I like to use the bread that you would eat in a sandwich. I do not recommend those little white cubes that you buy in a bag. So my trick for the stuffing cubes is to have the bread in a stack like this and use my bread knife and use a gentle sawing motion so we don't squish the bread. So now you can rotate the bread and slice the other direction. So we need about probably about 8 cups of the bread, and we will toast that in the oven, a 365-degree oven for about 7 or 8 minutes. So in this pan, I have 1½ cups of yellow onion that I chopped small, and 1 pound of turkey sausage, that's the breakfast flavor. And I've cooked those together here for about 5 minutes. So the onion is translucent. The turkey is almost finished cooking. So now I'm going to add 1½ cups of celery, 2 tablespoons of fresh sage. So here I have 1½ tablespoons of minced fresh rosemary. Here I have 1 teaspoon of dried thyme. I'm going to turn up the heat and cook this for about 3 or 4 minutes just to soften up the celery. So now it's time to finish up our stuffing. I have a golden delicious apple that I've chopped small. Here I have 3/4 of a cup dried cranberries, 1/3 of a cup fresh parsley. I like to use Italian flat parsley in all of my recipes. The curly parsley is mostly for garnish. I have 4 tablespoons of melted butter. Now I'm going to add the fresh breadcrumb cubes that we toasted. And here I have 3/4 of a cup of broth. So we toasted the bread to dry it out, and now we added the chicken broth to add moisture and flavor to it. So the next step is we're going to be stuffing a turkey breast. So for this recipe, I'm going to be using butcher's twine. So we'll need about 5 1-foot long sections and 1 piece that's about 2 feet long. So here is a fresh turkey breast. It does have the tenderloin attached, and I've trimmed the extra fat off. It's basically just like a giant chicken breast, so don't be intimidated. So the first thing I'm going to do is lay the twine out on the cutting board. So I'm going to lay the turkey breast. This is supposed to be the skin side. I'm going to lay that down right on the twine, and we'll put our stuffing in next. If you're craving turkey in the summer or the spring, this is the perfect recipe because you don't have to buy and thaw a whole turkey. So now it's time to close it up and tie it shut with our kitchen string. So now it's time to tie the longest string. I like to pack the stuffing in, and we'll try to close it up to form a roast. So the next step is to drizzle it with olive oil. Just going to rub it all over the turkey. And I'm going to sprinkle it with kosher salt. This is dried thyme and fresh cracked pepper. So here you have it, it's ready to bake. It'll go in a 365-degree oven for about 55 minutes. You'll need to use your meat thermometer to check the temperature. It should reach 165 degrees. By the magic of television, voila, here we have our finished turkey roast. And I'm ready to cut the twine off. So I'm going to use my sharp knife and slice the roast thinly. Doesn't that look nice? You can see the dried cranberries, the sausage, the bread cubes, and the fresh herbs that we used. And there you have it. This is my sausage apple cranberry stuffed turkey breast. It's the show-stopping entree for Thanksgiving or any time of year. It's an oldie but a goodie.
It's good. I've been making it for over 10 years, I got to tell you.
Yum. She just got me so excited for Thanksgiving.
Well, you were really jonesing for some turkey beforehand, but now you throw the stuffing in and She's falling apart over here.
Chef Becky, I tell ya.
For Chef Becky's recipe for sausage, apple, cranberry stuffed turkey, or past recipes from News Source Today, you can head on over to kmtr.com. You'll find it under news links, and you can also find Chef Becky on Facebook as well.